Alright guys, well today is Thursday. I just got back from Uncle's house a little while ago. Had to do some gutter cleaning and a little bit of roof repair in one area. So it wasn't overall too bad of a day. So we're back at the shop here, and late last night there I got a little bit of bored, so I came back out here and I started prepping the snowblower for some rust repair, I guess we can call it. Etch prime some areas where I hit most of it last night. Ran out of etch primer, so I had to pick up a new can today. Gonna finish etch priming it and tape off some of the decals. Then start painting it. I got some Rust-Oleum in this bag here. I hope this is the right bag. Yep, this is the right bag. Get some Rust-Oleum. Gloss black, high performance, should add about maybe 3 to 5 horsepower if all goes well. So yeah. So we'll be putting that on that. And should clean it up pretty nice, that's what my plan is. What else? We got this thing. Tomorrow I gotta pick up the, I got a snowblower, I gotta pick up Simplicity. I bought it. And I also gotta pick up the carburetor gaskets and all this good stuff for tomorrow as well. Those finally came in at the dealership, so I can grab those. Luckily they had them in stock, so I can grab those on my way home. So hopefully we'll get this thing up and running tomorrow. Took apart that Eat Your Beaver, so that's pretty good. Got the carburetor sitting in a bucket of chem dip. Gotta pick up a rebuild kit for it. Oh yeah, she's looking a little cleaner in there. Not too bad, not too bad. Make sure it doesn't spill out everywhere. Yeah, spray bombed underneath there, matte black, just slightly done. Nothing too spectacular. Obviously I didn't do this because you ain't gonna see it because there's another shaft that goes over it, so that's not too bad. Yeah, so that's what we got going on. Working on the Sears. I don't even know if this is a Sears Suburban. I feel like I should call it a Sears Suburban, but I know it is not a Sears Suburban. We'll call it a Sears Suburban just for the fuck of it. But yeah, not too bad. And next week I scored a quick little job. Gonna power wash our house next week. We're gonna power wash the house. It's a small single family, you know, home. Driveway's gonna get power washed. Exterior's gonna get power washed. I'll score a couple bucks there. So that shouldn't be too bad. The guy was right next door to my uncle's house, so that's pretty kick-ass. But anyway, I'm going to get scraping, taping, and painting on this thing, and I will get back to you in a little bit once I start laying down some black. Awesome. Alright, finished priming up and scraping down / taping off all the decals on the snowblower chute here. I'm actually getting ready to open up the can of paint. Start painting her up. She's pretty much dry now. Pretty good, a little wet down in this area because I went a little bit heavy. That's alright, no big deal. I'm doing about 3 coats of paint anyway. Cleaned up the dash a little bit. I forgot to show you guys this too. Doesn't look as bad as it did. There's a little bit of rust spots here and there, but cleaned it pretty nice. Not too bad, not too bad. But anyway, I'm going to start cracking open the paint and start painting a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to do these pieces or not. I think what I might do is just get some regular black paint and, you know, spray paint and do it that way. I'll probably do most of the big areas with the brush, and then obviously these hard to get areas with the deal. So yeah. Alright, well there should be the black beast now instead of the gray. I don't even know what we want to call the old one. Anyway, so painted her all up, taped her off. I think I already showed you guys that, but she looks a little bit meaner. I didn't do the auger blade just because it's already in decent shape. You ain't gonna be able to tell the difference really. You know, you ain't gonna be looking at it all day, but overall it looks pretty decent. Went on thicker than I was thinking that it would have, but I guess it covered good. I'm definitely gonna grab a can of either truck bed coating or just some shiny black spray paint and just do that whole linkage assembly on the inside. Just tape off some of the stuff I did today. So that shouldn't be too bad, but overall it looks a shit ton better. Obviously she's a little bit of bubbly at the moment just because of it's an oil base, but you want a little bit of a texture in it. overall looks pretty good. But I don't know. This tractor, I don't know. Like, I just think it needs to be just shot real fast with the spray gun and the wire brush. It's gonna be kind of hard to match the color, but I don't know. If it was me, I would spray it. I'd shoot the fenders and the floorboard and the tunnel there, I guess we'll call it, and then that piece in there. You know, I would do it, but I don't know what his plan is. He said he wasn't going to bother, but I think it's going to make the rest of the tractor look like shit. I mean, if we're going to be doing the hood and the rims, and we just get done doing the blower housing, I would suggest of doing it and putting somewhat of a halfway decent seat on there. You know, for the extra maybe 150 bucks it's going to cost to do all that, including the seat. I think it would be worth it, but I don't know. The only reason why it's going to cost so much is because you have to be custom mix off before I go down to the auto body shop, and they charge about 25-30 bucks a quart. I mean a pint rather. So I don't know. What do you guys? Do you guys think you should do it? Leave a comment below. I think you should invest the money. Why not? But anyway, so I'm gonna continue on, and maybe we'll get some of this hood scuffed up a little bit. I don't have the white paint yet, but whatever. Alright, well, I touched up a few other little spots here and there. I did the exhaust pipe. I had a little bit of heat paint. Just to feel a little bit of Rust-Oleum. It's good for like 2,000 something. I think it's like 2,500. And I hit the pipe real fast. You know, clean it up just to make it look halfway decent. This stuff here, it probably might be dry by tomorrow. It's still pretty tacky. I think one coat should do it. I was thinking about doing 2 more, but I think one's plenty. I'm gonna hit this piece up before I head in for the night. Just scuff it up, clean it. What else? Oh yeah, I gotta get a guy. I'm waiting for a guy. He said he might be around 8:30, 9 o'clock. Sold the plate compactor yesterday, and the guy's on his way back to pick it up tonight. So that's pretty kick-ass. I got $575 for it, which is a pretty fair deal. It's fair for him, fair for me. So I'm happy. I didn't have to put it up on consignment where I'd lose about 10-20% of it, so that's not too bad. And here's some of the other shit I got going with. This is the water tank for it. And this is the engine, the original engine that was on it. The engine's still good, but it needed too much parts, I think. I don't remember what it needed. I think it needed an airbox, valve cover, obviously needed an exhaust pipe, a recoil. There was just a lot of stuff missing on this engine, and it was just too much to fix, so I just never fixed it. I got these ones off of a Chinese engine a couple months ago. Actually, almost about a year ago, rather. And just decided to do it that way, so I just stuck that little Honda 5.0 on there, and it does the job fine. You just can't use the water tank. That's all. One day I was gonna mount the water tank, just ground this up and then weld it right onto there, but I just never really had the chance to. I had to rework the pipe. I would have had to just make a little spout out this way or spout out that way to deflect the exhaust, but I just never got around to doing it, so whatever. So he's getting all these little goodies: Chinese recoil, Chinese exhaust pipe, real Honda engine, and the water tank for it. So not too bad, but I'm gonna miss it. I tell you what, if I was in the planet right now of buying a truck, I'd be keeping it. But need all the money I can get. I want to go down to Florida with $10,000, so working on the 10,000, you know. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm almost up to the $10,000 mark. I'd imagine by middle of next week I'll have about $10,000 to spend on a truck, so that's not too bad there. Yeah, so things are moving, you know, slowly but surely. And if you guys are asking if I was selling the steel, hell fucking no. That steel ain't going. That'll be the last thing I sell. That's my baby. I want to get one of those metal cutoff blades for it. so I can start hacking up some of these tractor chassis and snowblower chassis a little bit easier. But I just never really gotten the size. I got to pull that blade off, get the size. I think it's a 15. It's a 15, maybe a 14 or 15-inch blade I got to get for the thing. It's on the freaking future to-do list, I can tell you that. So, yeah, overall not a bad little week. Like I said, tomorrow I'll pick up a snowblower, get the parts for this thing. Hopefully by the end of the weekend I'll have this thing up and running. That is my plan. Have it going, and then Monday the owner can pick it up and it's on its way. Unless he decides to paint it, then it'll be here a couple of extra days. But I don't know. I flip and toss about it. It is a snowblower tractor. It's not a super duper nice one, but if he is going to decide to sell it, I would recommend painting it, you know. But it's not my call, because it ain't my tractor. And yeah, so anyway, we'll talk to you guys all tomorrow. Hope you guys all have a good night and happy Halloween, and yeah, see you then.